Welcome back, guys, to another 911 Mythbusters. This one's going to be kind of similar to the last one. This one, we're going to be talking about our capabilities as a whole. The question that was posed here is the dispatcher can remotely control my car or house in an emergency. So, we're talking about like smart systems or things hooked to Wi Fi or for instance, like low jack systems in cars and whatnot. So I imagine there are some departments that can do more technologically savvy things, but for the most part, this is going to be busted. It doesn't exactly work like it does in the movies and TV, to where all of a sudden the dispatchers found out that this is a rental car and it has a low jack system and they can remotely shut it down. Dispatchers don't have immediate access to that stuff. If it does have a remote shut off switch, generally it's going to be through the car's manufacturer, whether that's, Toyota, OnStar is no longer a thing, but whether it's through Toyota or an OnStar like system or subscription service that you have, not only that, the subscription service is going to need some kind of proof that you are the owner of the vehicle. You're going to have to confirm some information, and you're going to have to be the one to make that decision and have them shut it down. It's not something that can be done remotely through 911, even a lot of times, even if we have warrants. The warrant process would be extremely lengthy, and if it does get done, it's not going to be done within 5 minutes of your car being taken. It's going to be a very lengthy process with a lot of paperwork. So, no, we cannot control different technological things like that. However, 911 centers nowadays, especially in bigger municipalities and areas or highly populated areas that have a lot more funding, you will get some pretty technological things. You have technologies like ShotSpotter, which listens for gunshots in any given area. You have crime lookout spots, which can be remotely viewed, or remote cameras that sometimes are placed in high crime areas so dispatchers can pull them up and see what's going on in that area. Axon body cameras actually have a service, a subscription service that police departments can opt into if they have the budget for it, in order to be able to live view police body cameras to see if their officers are in a safe condition, or see kind of what's going on that call, to make sure that the officers are safe and nothing extra is going on. Same can be said for some of the in-car cameras and things. So there's a lot of technology available, and it's rapidly becoming more available to more and more departments. And as it becomes more of a commonplace, I could see some of the subscriptions getting cheaper so that your smaller departments can use those. For instance, I'm not in a large or a huge agency, but I'm not in a super small one either. So we do have the newest iterations of the Axon body cameras. However, we do not have the budget to be able to use the live view feature or the mapping feature to see exactly where they are in case an officer is away from their car and needs help. So that's one barrier to us, is if an officer needs help outside of their car. For instance, they could be a couple hundred yards away after chasing someone, or they're checking a building, something of that nature. We're not going to be able to see exactly where they are, only where their car is. So technology as a whole, it's getting pretty wild. Especially, we're living in the age of AI, and there's been new technologies developed or being tested, and at the very least having discussions of how it's going to work in the 911 world. So they are trying some things with AI call takers, which I have my own opinions about. I'll probably have a completely separate episode on that, as well as auto AI dictation. So, me as the call taker, I'd be taking the call, and the AI would be dictating it for me. Everything I say, everything they say, rather than just having the recording. And you can take that dictation and put it into your call notes for the officers, so the officers know exactly what was said during that call. So there's a lot of things that are coming down the pipeline. And I'm sure there may be a future where we can control your house, your smart home, or your car. But as of right now, it doesn't work like that. Whether you think that's fortunate or unfortunate, that's just the reality of it. So that one is going to be busted. Again, I hope you like this series. I hope you find it informative and entertaining. If you have any questions, or you want to see me put some stuff to the test involved in TV shows or movies, please put down a comment and let me know. And if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It really does help. I've been getting some really good growth lately, and I really appreciate all of you guys. But until the next one, remember, if you have to dial 911, to always dial up those details.